everyone. Thank you for joining me. Kentucky Lack here, and we are in Grounded. Grounded is set for a number 2 release. So, Grounded 2 is set to release into early access at the end of July.
I told you, you can't run from me, you foul beast! With new flexible legs, the yoke girth action figure can ride anything!
Breaking news. There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will and left to fight for their survival in the backyard of a deranged scientist. Formerly evil company Ominent Practical Technologies was set to dedicate a statue of the 4 teenagers, fast food science robot Burgle, and Dr. Tully when an explosion erupted. Dr. Tully and the teenagers' current whereabouts are also unknown.
So, I've been in Grounded just to kind of play through the story. I got into Grounded very early on. So I only had access when I played to a small portion of the map of the backyard. Um, and a lot of the other pieces that we did have access to were just unfinished. Um, but they have implemented some updates to combat, weapons, um, more critters. Nothing scarier than a wolf spider, except for maybe the brood mother, which I haven't done that yet. I haven't gotten to that part of the quest yet, but I have been playing. Wanted to just kind of hop in. I don't know for sure how long this video will be. I don't like I said, I don't know for sure how long this video is going to be. We got ourselves a little pet. I have gear for him, but I don't know how to equip the gear on him, and I'm not sure if it's just a skill that we have to learn. 315. At some point, maybe. I essentially just need to follow the story quest and see what comes unlocked from that. Let's see. Maxed out my mutations. I actually think I got a mutation that I need to set. Stamina would be nice to have. Go ahead and boost that up. There we go. And then obviously have to hold off on the Mega Milk Molars. So, been in the game, playing it, going through the story, trying not to freak out too much with the the wolf spiders on the prowl. Just a lot of cool things in it that I've never experienced because I never played any of the latest content. And I just wanted to kind of get through. This is where we gotta be sneaky. Okay. Yeah, it's still early, so what is that? I know there's a glitch. There was a glitch, at least in my last save where there was a different type of wolf spider stuck in that. Yep, he's still over there. He sounds creepy. I didn't know he made that sound. It's like those things are freaky enough as it is. And then they made this one even freakier. Lordy. So he's stuck over there. I'd imagine if I went up there to attack him, to aggro him, it'd be able to jump out and come at me. I don't want that to happen.
Having a little peek.
Let's see if I can get his thing to pop up. You guys might be able to pause it to get that late. Right there. Okay, so it says an infected wolf spider. So we went over to the area where you needed a gas mask. It had the gas in the area. Hedge. It was a haze something. What was the name of that area? This area down here. So this whole area was filled with this gas, and you had creatures over there that were affected by that. In different, well, affected, and it made them tougher. Like when I remember playing through it, they weren't terribly different in difficulty than their
Where are
normal
you off to,
counterpart,
Red?
but they had different abilities. One of them being exploding, but now with the latest update, they're much more difficult to kill than their alternates. Um, so I got to the point where we were able to get um, the level 2 shovel. So we got somewhere in here. Yeah, there it is. The black ant shovel. Oh yeah, they have black ants. I didn't know that. Um, so we got the black ant shovel, and we needed that level 2, tier 2 shovel in order to be able to break up this gum that you find in different areas around the backyard. The gum I was able to use to stop up the hole that was causing the gas to leak out. But but that ended up having the adverse reaction of allowing everything that was crazy, all the infected stuff that was in that area, to be set free. And now the infection is spreading. And I'm not sure if I performed that sooner. I don't know if that was like a piece to the story where, like you weren't supposed to do it, you're supposed to make the choice to do it or not. It made it so that there's no gas area, so I don't really need to even carry this mask around for me for the most part. There's still some areas that are like polluted, that you do need the gas mask for, but for the most part for that area, there's no more gas coming from that canister. But now the infection has spread it. Let me see, what time is it? It's 6. I got a little bit of time. Let me run up here. I'll show you guys really fast. Let me jump back. I need that. Okay. So if y'all have played this game, Grounded is an amazing game. If you haven't, you need to. Like I said, the second one is releasing for early access at the end of July. Shh. Okay, that wasn't the entrance. Can you guys chill? Chill. Okay. So we know that this is the haven for wolf spiders. There's usually about two or three of them just hanging out in here, and they sleep during the day. You see the blue stuff right next to them. You can hear them snoring. That's the infection that was in that area. So now it's spread in different places around the backyard, and it's causing more creatures to become infected. The wolf spider being one of them now, which apparently they have a creepy sound that they make. Anyways, it's getting to be nighttime. There's a firefly right here. Huh. I don't think I've ever seen them. Can you leave my pet alone, please? Come on over here, Chewy. Alright. So I built up a base. It was supposed to be just a simple place for me to go and drop some storage. I actually need some more space so that I can drop more chests for storage. But as I was going out and about and killing some of the insects for my own safety, I wasn't just farming them. I was trying to protect myself. They get upset with you and they'll come and raid your base. And their purpose is not even really you to fight you. It's to destroy as much of your stuff as they can. So while I'm sitting here fighting them, I would have some just mystically appear on my stuff and just kept damaging it and just breaking it. And then I have to repair it. So I finally went ahead and built some palisade walls and gates. I got all of these spike traps going all around um, to at least combat and slow down that progress of them getting to the interior portion and breaking some of the stuff that I'm using. Now there's somehow uh, I've found some of the insects, specifically the weevil, in my base before. I don't know how he's getting in there. How is getting in there? Um, what they do is if I plant a bunch of mushrooms in here and I leave it alone, they get in here and they eat it. They eat all the mushrooms that are in here that they can't eat. The bigger ones they can't eat, so those stay. But any of the smaller mushrooms that I have in here, they eat them up. So I have to make sure when I go out that I plan to come back here in time to harvest um, the mushrooms. These things, I have no idea what they are. When I was out, I was up in that area where that big old green monkey looking thing is. I was up there and I found a location that had. Let me go ahead and
It's
drink
no
some water.
women crime, but it's better than nothing.
It's better than nothing. Um, I found some grass seed. Do I have any on me still? I don't believe so. So these are actually fire ants. I had to run over there, and this one is a ladybird. Not a ladybug, a ladybird. They look like similar, but they have more black to them than red. And they are very aggressive. They have roly polies. They have some sick ones, and I'm not sure what's causing them to be sick. They're in an area where there's trash all over the place. So it could be that's causing them to be sick. I found these in that same area. They were well, and they were aggressive as well. So the further you get into the oh yeah, and then these mosquitoes here, they're tiger mosquitoes instead of just normal mosquitoes. There's yeah, found just a whole set of different insects that I've never dealt with before. So it's been pretty cool. I'm gonna have to kill some more ant lions so I can get these repaired, I think. Oh no, I need glue for that. That's right, because I got it leveled up. I did see in that same area, I did see that there was a infected wolf spider wandering around, and man, looks very creepy. So here's where I make my glue. Okay, we got a bunch here. Okay, so use different parts. I've been kind of leaning on the parts that I have a bunch of. I had a bunch of antlion pieces. I'm surprised they haven't attacked me. But it requires a lot just for one. So there's benefits to leveling up. You come over here. Let's see. I got all of these leveled up. You see the little hex icon there is different from these other ones because these other ones aren't leveled up to over 5. So you come here and you look at this. When you get it, oh, well, actually, let me look at one of the other ones. So for this, once you get it to 5 and it's ready to go to 6, you can choose an ability to give it. And all the creatures, all the insects, they have a weakness. They have a thing that they're weak against. So if you know that you go into an area where they have like a certain type of insect and they have a weakness, you can take a weapon and take it out there and use it with that particular weakness. Now, to do it to get a weapon that you lean on like this two-handed sword that I have, if I wanted to make one with uh, a weakness for every type of insect that I'm coming up against, I would have to have multiple ones of these, and they're not that easy to make. Let me see. So here we go, the antlion greatsword. I say that it's not so much that they're not easy to make. You definitely have to have a lot of parts you need, but you also have to have a lot of the brittle um, whetstones and things that you need for like these things. Those are the sturdy ones. The brittle ones are from 1 to 5, so you can use the brittle ones to level up, and you need a lot of them. I get a ton of these larva spikes because the larvae are like they're in too many places. They're all over the place. So like you run into them frequently, and they're high aggro, aggressive. So I just learned these, so now I can go ahead and make those specialized skills. But I need an oven, and the oven requires some coal pieces, flaming coal pieces, or something like that that I haven't been able to figure out how to get. The I found the location where um, you have the tipped over grill, and there's coal, hot burning coals, and everything all over the place there. I found that, but I haven't figured out how to mine it. And I'd imagine I'm going to need that level 3 hammer. So here we got the fire ant club. That's some pretty nice damage. Now, I came across this in that same area with the coal. I came across this, and this was an event where you had a ton of um, the shoot the larvas. Sorry, You had a ton of the larvas. They would just come in and their main focus is that sword, and you got to protect that sword. It's you essentially got to defend it until it's reached its desired state, whatever that is. Once that timer is up, did I just hear something? I should be sleeping. Okay, let me sleep. But once the timer is up, you get essentially this recipe. Whoops. You get this recipe for this spicy katana. And this is the coal chunks that you need for and that skittering sound is my pet, and it's caused me to freak out like many times. But he does it a lot. Anyways, I want this weapon, but I have to figure out how to get the coals. To get the coals, I think I'm gonna need this level 3 hammer to get it. But I need this pupa leather, and I have no idea what that is, where I need to go. If you guys know and you're willing to let me know in the comments, I'd be very, very, very much appreciative of it. But I'm trying to figure out how to get this pupa leather so that I can get this hammer. It's the only thing that's keeping me from getting it. I got every other part that I need, except for that. That's the only thing I'm missing. But apparently I got this tick. What is that? Makuo. I don't even know how to say that. A violent bat crafted from tick fangs. Yeah, a lot of those tick fangs. Lint rope. I know where there's some lint at, and I've seen a pine cone. But I needed that tier 3 hammer in order to bust it up. And then this tiger mosquito rapier, which would be the upgrade to the rapier that we have now. It has life still on it, which is really, really nice. It saved my bacon a lot in the past. So that's where I'm at. And then this is Ladybird shield, which I'm sure I'm going to want that. But it needs that purple letter. And it needs the lint rope, which I'm pretty sure the lint, if I remember right, I had to bust that. And I needed the level 3 hammer for it. The Ladybird is no joke. Very, very difficult to kill. Just like the normal ladybug was when you start out. But once you get the higher tier stuff, the ladybug is not quite as bad. The ladybird is very, very difficult. Pain in the butt. And these rounds are for a cannon that you can make. Oh, we want this too. But we need that level 3 hammer to get all that stuff. So, wonder if it's in the build mode. What was that? Because I'm thirsty.
That was refreshing.
Okay. How much time do you have on this one? Another 12 hours or so? Okay. Anyways, I got that from Grassy. I found that. I'd never seen it before. It said that I could plant it, so I went ahead and planted it. We'll see what comes out of that. Let me see here. Need some more chest space. Let's go ahead and repair these. So lots of new tools that you can get. Like these were around about the time that I was playing. This is new. This is new. The tier 3 mallet that we're looking to get is new. This tier 3 axe. Let's see where body parts are, and these two. Put those in there. That. And this is not a body part. Well, it is, but it's a accessory that you can equip. So you have this. The dandelion tufts behave differently. So it used to have a durability to the tufts, and after you reach that durability, the tuft breaks, and you have to find a new one, or have another one in your inventory for you to continue floating whenever you're dropping from high heights. And this one, it's per use. So like if you fall and you use a tuft to slow yourself, you've used it. That's gone. There's no durability. It's gone. So if you don't have enough in your inventory, it'll go away. This one is an accessory that um, is permanent. So like you can use it as many times as you need to, but you have to have it equipped. So you got the choice of this tough, which allows you to say fall, or any one of these other things. Like I've been finding these on bodies that gives heals for parries, which I parry a lot, so that actually might be good to use. Um, Trickle region is also nice. So you got these badges, but then you also have these things that you can make. Well, now this one I found on a larva. It's just a random drop. This you can make, and there's some other ones that you can make. This one gives charged shot damage. This one sizzle protection. So this one's good to have on you in case you go someplace where it's going to be super hot. This and the armor helps to protect you against the high heat. Let me go ahead and repair these. I got in a lot of battles. This antlion thing. What do I got? Yeah, I got enough. I'll just go ahead and repair it. I usually try to just let it go down further before I waste the materials to repair. But I have plenty. So, anyways, game has been they did a whole lot to this, and it's really still a very fun game to play. But again, I just wanted to get into it to go ahead and get a couple of these. And the food items actually gives you different types of buffs. So this one I just made gives you the well-fed meal. So it restores a lot more of your hunger when you eat it. It gives you thorns, so I guess you do damage to them whenever they hit you. And then it adds that sizzle protection to you as well. So it's good stacking all of those things on there. Tapioca, the tad loca pudding. Anyways, that gives the welfare, the mill, veteran diver. I think that helps with your lung capacity, your breathing, and then the swim speed as well. So I use that for a lot of the water missions, the missions out to the water space. Do I have anything on these? I don't. That koi fish in here is still pain in the butt. It hasn't had a chance to kill me yet, but I'm sure it is just waiting for the right opportunity. There's been, yeah, over there where the exclamation point, that's the shed. That's the chair. That's where at the table next to that chair is where I need to go. I need to go find Wendell, who's the professor who's inventing all of this technology that caused us to be shrunk. And the technology that we need back to get back to our right size. He's the inventor of all of that. So we're trying to locate him. We found his watch. So we're going to add uh, uh, something to it to fix it, essentially. But in order to get it open, I have to have that tier 3 hammer. So that tier 3 hammer is holding me up, and not specifically the that Popa leather. If I can find that, I will be golden. So a lot of cool stuff. So if I haven't already, I'll play for you the video for Grounded too. Lots of cool stuff to look forward to. In the video, they talk about abilities, different abilities that you can mix and match. Um, so they're definitely going to be paying some mind uh, to the combat. They added some. They enhanced the graphics on the critters, specifically the wolf spider, which absolutely did not need any type of to be made to look any scarier than it does already. But they did it. I don't know that that model is scarier than the infected wolf spider though. That infected wolf spider looks pretty wicked. Let's see. I came for this. Take both of those.
Damn, give me a plate of this.
Okay. So I just been running essentially around the map, trying to find new areas that I haven't been to see if I can figure out where do I get this puppa letter? Do I have to kill anything? Is it a new berry type that I have to dry out to get the leather like I do with the berry leather? I don't know. I've been all over this map though. Trying to remember where. Let's see. It's this one. So this is where the where Wendell's watch is. So this is the shed. There's some stuff over here. These doors are locked. I'm assuming it's going to be locked until we get these parts of the quest done. So I still need that tier 3 hammer. I would imagine that that stuff would be maybe I just need to find more of these chips too. So you got this burgle chip. This is in a termite area. Which the termites are really wicked. They got the little ones. They have similar mechanics to the ants. They have similar tiers as the ants. So you have the worker termites and you have the soldier termites. The worker termites are pretty wicked though. Like they have this thing that they spit out and it blows up and it spreads on you. It's like acid, but you also get the damage of the explosion as well. They do probably more damage than the bigger ones. It seems like the bigger ones are a lot more easier to handle than the smaller ones are. But there's a burgle chip in there. Maybe I need to find one of those, and giving those a burgle will help me to learn the thing, the leather. But anyways, if you guys know, And you don't mind, and if you could tell me, I'd be very appreciative of it. This is the sand area. This is the bench. There's a chip here, a burgle chip here. There's a burgle chip still in this lake where the koi fish is. Um, but they're in. I think it's both locations. They have these locked chests, and you got to find the keys for them. And I have not been able to find the keys for them. I've been trying really hard to not go in and look. And just because I know there's going to be videos out there, I know I can go to YouTube and probably find a video um, for it. But I'm trying to like just kind of progress through the story and hope that the story kind of leads me to where I need to get these things. Um, this is the hedge. I keep wanting to call it the hedge maze, but this is the hedge. I have not done any, but I haven't done anything like I haven't done this with the flying disc is where you go to, or at least it was where you went to um, fight the brood mother spider. I'm not looking forward to that. But I can't even do that until I can make the food. In order to make the food, let's come here. It is down here. Brood Mother is a tier 3 one. It's a tier 3 one. In order to make it, I have all the materials for it. I need the oven. It requires an oven. And the oven, I think I was going to look at that before. I got sidetracked. Here requires the Everchar cocoa, the cocoa, the Everchar cold chunks. And from the looks of it, it looks like it's the burning one, so they're already on fire. Boiling glands, I'll get. I know how to get those. I'm not too worried about that. But this thing is where I am struggling at too. That and that other leather. I got a cannon. Here it is. A turret. So those little pieces that you saw that I can make, we can put them into this turret. I think the turn is manual, it's not automatic, so it won't just automatically just detect somebody coming that shouldn't be there and shoot them. I think you have to be in it to manually do it. But it uses those pieces, and those different pieces, they have different effects, so they're really good for different types of enemies. So they have some that are like good for flying enemies, for slowing down faster enemies. Like they make sure that you're preparing for some of these battles. Like you can't just go mindlessly in, waving your sword around and expect to survive. You have to really plan for it. So, um, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at here. I'm just kind of at a loss on where to find that leather and how to get that coal. I'm assuming because again, like I said, I was over there with the coal, but I didn't get an option for busting the coal up. So there's potentially some piece that I'm missing. And I may end up having to go to YouTube and see those steps. But I've been trying to be good and trying not to, but I think I may end up having to. Let me see if I can if I come here, go to my quests. Yeah, that's the next one is to install the fuse into Windows Scap. and I can't do that without the level 3, the tier 3 hammer. So you would think that the stuff that I would need would be either in that area. So in the area of the shed somewhere. So you got the termites here. You got some stuff going on in here that I didn't get. Maybe this missing burgle chip that's in there. Maybe that's something that will have what I need. So that might be a possibility. There was a lot of like grass and new growths and stuff like that over in this area that I hadn't explored. So maybe something over here has that material I need. I believe this is behind a locked door. There's a door over there. Oh, maybe it was over here. There was a door in this area that I couldn't get into because it was locked. So I'm assuming this burgle chip is behind it, but I could be wrong. So maybe that's where I need to go ahead and go to next. Yeah, this is where the castle part was. That's where all of the new mosquitoes and the ladybirds and all that stuff was over in this area up here. There's also a black widow spider over in this area as well that looked like it might be well, probably is a boss fight. So that's going to be someplace I'm going to have to hit up as well. So you got the black widow, you got the brood mud over here. They loved their spiders. They knew what they were doing to us when they made them. Oh man, I hope they have fear of spiders too. And it wasn't just us being affected. So I got all of this area over here that I do have to explore. It could be another berry type that's over there that I need. I have the tier 2 shovel, which is the highest tier that I can get right now. I have the tier 3 axe. So I should have the majority of what I need to get whatever it is that I need for that tier 3 mallet. You would think that since most of the pieces to it, since most of the pieces to the mallet comes from the ox beetle, the black ox beetle, you would think that material that I need, this leather, would be in that space. I've seen the beetle over in this area just past the grill. They're over there, and then they're over in this area here. So this area needed the tier 3 hammer for a lot of the stuff that was over here. So it was like a lot that I couldn't get because of that. So it has to be in the areas before it. So I'm gonna just have to go in this area and see. If I still can't find anything in this area, then I may need to go ahead and get Burgle's chip from all of these creepy ticks, or not ticks, I've drawn a blank on drawing a blank. I can't remember what kind of insects those were. Termites. Jeez. Termites. So I may have to go against go and search around for in the termite area too. So I definitely got a lot to work on. Go ahead and craft a torch. See what new armor pieces I got. Roly-poly helmet. That looks pretty cool. It's like a Roman helmet. Fire ant arm guards. And you know what? Actually, that might be a good idea. So, it is nighttime already. Jeez Louise. I've been talking for too long. Okay. So, in this area here, there are a ton of black ants. Like, they're all over the place. Black ants. I have the full set of black ant armor. So, it might be a good idea to go ahead and just put that on and see if I can explore in here in this area a little bit more in peace without having to worry about those black ants attacking me constantly. Um, but I do also want to drop down in here. It might just have to be separate trips because I want to come here so that I can see if I can figure out how I can get that charcoal piece. Yeah, I think I may get the black ant armor and come exploring in this area. Hopefully not have to worry about the black ants attacking me. Everywhere else, they're fine. Everywhere else, they behave exactly like the red ants. Um, they they're chill unless you attack them, or they're chill unless they see you attacking one of their soldier ants that are like on site. They will attack you on site. The fire ants, all of them, worker ants, whatever, they see you, they're on site. They attack you. So I'll need to get fire ant armor. So I think I will do that. This is where I got my last. I built a little step ladder over there. What's this? Oh, this, yeah. I built some steps to get up onto this wall here. And I made a little bed up there. So I'll need to. Oh, wait, no, this is where I'm at right now. What am I thinking? The thing I built up on was over here. I don't know. Anyways, so I think that's what I'm going to probably do. I'm going to try to get through some of this story. I may do a couple of videos on it. Maybe. But I just kind of want to get the full experience of the story, the gameplay, the different insect types, the different everything that they had in the first game before I hop into the next game. I'm very, very excited for that. That is going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited for that game. Grounded, this game here, they did a fantastic job. I enjoyed it even at the beginning part of it. You know, before they've added all of this nice stuff to the game, I was enjoying the heck out of Grounded. I love the building mechanics in it. I loved all of the things that you could do in it. So I'm definitely looking forward to the second version, to Grounded 2. But I think for the next video that I do, I'm not sure if I'll do a gameplay video or not yet, but we'll discuss a little bit more of what to expect, what's to come for Grounded 2. I know I kind of touched a little bit on it, and I know some of it probably wasn't even fully correct. Whoa. But we'll we'll have for the next video. I'll go ahead and delve some more into what's coming in Grounded too. So, but until then, that's going to be it for this video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, please hit that like button. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe. And then until next time, everybody, peace out. This is Kentucky Lack signing out. Peace out, everybody. Later.